with the fight being like it is right now, I would lean towards Shakur because of his discipline, but don't get it twisted. If somebody could beat him, Tank Davis would be that person because of his intangibles. When Tank is disciplined and got his mind on right, Tank's a problem for anybody.
6-7 more fights and I'm naming names. One of the guys, obviously, you and Shakur got into it on Twitter. You was like, you wanted them 6 or 7.
Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
For sure?
Yeah, he's definitely one of them.
Do you think that's going to be your hardest fight?
Hell no.
Nah?
Wow.
Because he a good boxer, nigga. Like, that's one way I look at y'all two as the best in the division.
How? Show me something that he did spectacular. Show me something that he did outrageous. Show me.
Right.
His power not outrageous.
Okay.
What defense?
You don't think he got defense?
He just jumped back. You never see him slip no punch. You never see him slip no punch. Go look at it. You see him back up from a lot of people. Back up, move around. He don't got no technique. And his offense is the same.
What I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer. George was a puncher. Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks.
Roy Jones Jr. isn't buying into the hype that Shakur Stevenson is untouchable. While much of the boxing world is already preparing to crown Shakur as the next dominant king, Jones has thrown a curveball by naming the one man he believes can shatter that image, Gervonta "Tank" Davis. But his prediction comes with a harsh warning. According to Jones, Tank has the raw talent to beat anyone, including Shakur, yet he lacks the one quality Shakur has perfected: discipline. This isn't just a clash of boxing styles, it's a clash of lifestyles. And Jones believes that if Tank can overcome his own internal battles, he becomes a danger even Shakur may not be ready to handle.
Him and Terrence Crawford, to me, are two of the best right now because of their setup game. He's patient enough to set it up before he does it. He looks at it a few times to make sure he got it. When you know he got it, boom, he get it. That's a real chess player in the boxing ring. That's the most deadly kind of guy in the world besides a Mike Tyson type guy in boxing. A guy that can play chess in that boxing ring is a killer.
I'm dangerous.
He can box, he can punch, he can move laterally, he can do a left side, right side, he can do whatever he need to do as a southpaw to get the job done. And that's saying a lot, because not many guys can do that today.
To fully grasp why Roy Jones Jr.'s comments carry so much weight, you first have to understand how dominant Shakur Stevenson has become. On January 31, 2026, Shakur stepped into the ring against Teofimo Lopez, a fighter known for explosive power and unpredictable offense. Fans expected chaos. They expected a brutal war. What they witnessed instead was a flawless dismantling. Shakur didn't just win the WBO super lightweight title, he completely outclassed and embarrassed a fellow world champion.
All glory to God. It was an amazing night. I put the work in. I stayed disciplined throughout my camp. I was in tremendous shape. And T.O., he's a hell of a fighter, but I was the better man tonight.
Guys, just raise your hands, please, and the microphone will be brought to you. Thank you.
Shakur, congratulations, man. Great performance, obviously. Did you feel at some point that you demoralized him and he was just kind of trying to get to the finish line?
Yeah, I definitely did. I feel like he's a fighter, so he tried to fight back. But yeah, I picked him apart. In the second round, I want to say that I told my corner, I said, I'm stronger than he is.
Did you feel like you hurt him at any point in the fight?
Yeah, for sure. I hurt him a couple of times. My jab, my left hand to the body, my left hand up top. I put on a great show tonight.
Obviously a great performance against your best opponent. Any disappointment that you didn't stop him because you said even during the fight you wanted to stop him?
No, it's no disappointment. It's boxing at the end of the day. I seen him go out there, and when I was about to stop him, he started fighting back a little bit. So respect to him. He's a sharp fighter. He got a lot of knowledge, and he did what he did.
This wasn't a lucky moment or a controversial decision. It was a technical masterpiece built on precision, distance, and perfect timing. Stevenson improved his record to a pristine 25-0, capturing a world title in his 4th weight division and solidifying his legacy at a frighteningly young age. Every weapon Teofimo brought into the ring was neutralized. Lopez was left swinging its shadows, visibly frustrated and out of answers. Performances like this make it easy to believe Shakur is unbeatable, the pure embodiment of hit and don't get hit. But Roy Jones Jr. saw something others missed. He looked beyond the perfection and identified a variable that could disrupt even this well-oiled machine.
And his whole thing was to try to make Shakur mad enough to come out and try to trade with him early. That's why he had all the jokes he had. That's why he was doing all the antics. It was strictly just to try to piss Shakur off so that maybe Shakur would come out and try to land a big shot on him. He knew that was his only chance. And I knew that was his only chance. So if Shakur came out and went right at him like that, that would have gave him a chance to try to land something big and lucky. Other than that, he's never had the feet to keep up with Teofimo. To keep up with Shakur, because Shakur has some of the best feet in the game, and people don't understand that. What makes it so hard is that his foot game is so on point that he can make you miss this much. Because now, used to be he would jump way back. Now he's not doing that anymore. Now he's just stepping back just enough to make you miss, so he can get what he wants after you miss. That makes him highly dangerous. And to see him improve on that and come bring it to the forefront in the biggest fight of his career is great. But I want to say something else to both of those fighters. For you two guys to go out there at 28 years old when y'all in y'all prime and put it all on the line, that's what boxing is really about. That's what we've been missing in boxing. And thanks to Turk Al-Sheikh, because without his pockets, they may still not have done it. But because he has the pockets to make it happen, now we can get the fights that we want.
According to Jones, the single biggest threat to Shakur Stevenson's reign is Gervonta "Tank" Davis. The name might surprise some fans, especially given Tank's relatively quiet presence recently, but Jones insists his skill set cannot be ignored. Speaking with Fight Hype, Jones was clear: if anyone has the ability to catch Shakur clean, it's Tank. And it's not just about power. Yes, Tank can punch with devastating force, but Jones believes his real danger lies in something far more complex.
The fight being like it is right now, I would lean towards Shakur because of his discipline, but don't get it twisted. If somebody could beat him, Tank Davis would be that person because of his intangibles. When Tank is disciplined and got his mind on right, Tank's a problem for anybody. Tank can fight better than most people think he can. It's just that sometimes his outside antics get the better of him, and it makes people think less of him, but don't underestimate Tank Davis. If Tank is motivated and ready to fight,
this goes beyond a destructive left hand. It's about fight IQ. Jones argues that Tank's intelligence inside the ring is severely underrated. He studies opponents, sets traps, and recognizes patterns with deadly patience. Even when he's trailing on the scorecards, Tank carries an explosive trigger capable of ending a fight in a single moment. That unpredictability, according to Jones, is the perfect antidote to Shakur's calculated control. Shakur dominates by dictating pace and structure, but Tank thrives in chaos. And if Tank enters the ring fully focused, disciplined, and mentally locked in, Jones believes his unique mix of speed, power, and ring awareness makes him the only fighter alive who can truly crack Shakur Stevenson's code.
If you fighting other elite fighters, it's gonna look like this in your mind?
Yes. There's nobody that can deal with my brain as a boxer. I sit here, I live this shit on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do. Only way that you're gonna be able to be able to try to compete with me on that level is if you live the way I live. And nobody is disciplined and dedicated enough to live the way I live with this game.
Yeah.
Honestly, and I'm not worried about it no more. I don't care. I can say this shit on camera because that's what it really is.
Right. All right, what do you think about the jab, though? Because you made it a point. Me and you actually spoke. This was maybe a month or two ago. This was a minute ago, and you told me, you said, watch what my jab do in this fight. Watch how my jab work in this fight. And I was like, all right, cool. But statistically, they said this was the most jabs you ever threw, this most jabs you ever landed, and he couldn't do nothing with the jab. Can you just explain, give us your breakdown of how you were operating with the jab in this fight?
Honestly, I worked under this camp and I kind of seen that he wasn't able to stop certain guys' jabs. But certain guys don't jab enough when they're in front of him. And for me, I really just wanted to make my jab a weapon. So the entire training camp, I just kind of rehearsed on weaponizing my jab over and over and over. And come fight night, that shit just came natural. It just was okay, it's there.
Yeah.
Boop, boop. Even as the fight it was certain spots where like he's defending the other side well, but I'm like, okay, we're gonna go back to the bread and butter.
Yeah.
He can't stop the bread and butter, so we're gonna keep using it.
Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of competition. He was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good fighter.